Hello, my name is Jereshas, and this is Gary and Mangum, the Associate Director of Housing Assignments at North Carolina A&T Housing Residence Life. And today we're doing an interview for my 714 at Adult Education and Community College and Post-Education. So, thank you for doing the interview, Mr. Mangum.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
The first question I'd like to start off, being that you're in housing and residence life and you have daily contact with the transfer student population, do you feel that attending a community college is a stepping stone for university-bound students?
Yes, it's kind of, it also improves the education rate as far as graduation. Basically, they are already knowing what to expect as far as the community college, instead of just coming in as an original freshman and having to learn the process and order or operation of the university. They kind of have an upper hand.
So, the next question, are students at the community college level provided with the same advisement services equal to those of the university? So, like, for example, being that, community college students don't have options of on-campus housing, do you think that you still can provide the quality work as far as advisement to those students on options for housing?
With that being said, stop it.
Now, from your perspective, do you think students at a community college level provided with advisement services are equal to the services here at North Carolina A&T?
For me personally, from my experience, I do think it kind of hinders them from, receiving the same type of treatment as a big university as far as staying on campus, because we have the, start over.
So, are students at the community college level provided with the same advisement services equal to those here at Housing and Residence Life?
From my experience, I would say no, because the statistics say that students that stay on campus are more inclined to be involved with on-campus activities. Basically, if you're staying off campus, you're not really in the midst of everything. You're not really aware of what's going on. So it's better for the students to stay on campus their freshman, sophomore year. Also their junior year. The senior year, you're more focused on graduating. So it's not really that,
So you're saying for a community college student, it may be hard for them to come get more acclimated with on-campus housing, being that they came from an environment that didn't have it?
Yeah, or didn't,
that didn't provide those type of services?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the next question I have is, when you come into contact with transfer students, what problems or questions do they express to you the most? What questions or concerns do you get the most?
The know-how. They don't really know how, because, know how to apply for housing, know where to, to use your resources, because they're just used to going to, class and going home. They don't really know, what the school really has to offer. It's a lot more things that we offer other than a community college.
So is your housing process easy, medium, or hard for them to maneuver through?
It's actually very easy. We send everything actually in the email step by step. It's basically just click next 3 times and you're done.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
And this is the last question. As a future parent or current parent who has every intention of seeing their child graduate from a university with a degree someday, would you be comfortable with them securing their first 2 years at a community college or a university setting?
It would all depend on the circumstance, do they want to stay home and work and build money up first, or do they want to just, go in and experience the college, experience. But me personally, I would rather for them to go ahead and go into a 4-year university, so they can get the on-campus living experience and also have the, the basically university experience first, also.
So you prefer the 4-year university over the community college?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you think that makes the student more well-rounded, or taking the university route, the 4-year university route, or you feel like they're being cheated in some way, or?
Me personally, you know, education is an education no matter, you know, where you get it at. You learn the same information, it's the same base information. But, you know, as far as, you know, college experience, you can't get the college experience at a community college at a four-year university. See what I'm saying? So it's a different atmosphere.
So you're talking about basically the development.
Yeah, development,
the
yeah.
student development a little bit more different.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mr. Mangum, I thank you for your time and
All right.
your for this interview, and I take the time out to say thank you, and that is it.
Thank you.